can see my screen.
Yes, we can see your screen, Amit. So hi everyone. So everyone know me. This is Venkatesh. I'm the organizing for the D365 user group Middle East community, and this is our session number 8. Thank you so much, Ramit. As always, whenever we reach you, it is our good privilege to host you and see you grow much folder in Dynamics. And we are always inspired by your love for the community. See your articles, your blogs, and getting MVP and multiple things. So you always inspire us. So and very thanks for accepting to do this session for our user group today. And it's our privilege to host. And guys, we are already in multiple channels on social media: WhatsApp, YouTube, LinkedIn, and the Dynamics community in the Microsoft group as well. So please feel free to join us and get updates. And once this session is done, we will upload the recording in YouTube. If anybody has any concern for the recording, please feel free to leave or display your consent. Thank you so much. Over to you, Ramit.
Yeah, thank you so much, Venkatesh, for arranging this session. Really appreciate. Okay.
Sorry, I am muted. Go ahead.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah, thank you. What I was saying is thank you to Venkatesh and the whole community in Middle East. They are arranging a lot of sessions. I am really. It's not only your privilege. I am also honored. It is my second session in Middle East community. I don't
Yes.
remember where I have presented second time or multiple times in one community, but it's been really honored. And you would like to. This is my next slide, and Venkatesh, you would
Yeah.
like to talk about this.
Yeah. So next session we have with Bilur, who is going to present on Crate and Collections, and the session is going to happen on 8th of March, and it will be from 12 p.m. to 1:30 p.m. GMT +4, that is Dubai time, and can see many Indian participants are there. For them, it will be 1:30 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. So see you all in the next session. So I will surely roll the invite over all the social media channels. You can start registering and you'll get the invite link. Over to you, Ramit. You
Great,
can go ahead.
great. Thank you. I love, Bilur is one of my favorite speaker. Yeah, would
Yes, the
like to
Dynamics
join the
lady.
session. Yeah, Dynamics lady. I gave this name to her.
Oh, nice.
Okay. So yeah, I will take maybe a few seconds to talk about myself. So I am Ramit Paul from India, and this is one of a few of my social media where I contribute. I love to contribute, so you can connect with me anywhere like this. So it is my LinkedIn profile and it is my community profile where I help people uh, to solve their unresolved questions by answering them. So I'm also a super user in Microsoft Dynamics community, and this is my MVP profile. And one of the most important contribution what I see that my YouTube channel where I create some videos and publish in YouTube. So you can connect me in LinkedIn, in Microsoft community, wherever. In WhatsApp also, if you have my number, just connect me. With any queries, I will try to resolve. Okay, that's not that I will always resolve your query. I may not know, but I will try to resolve. And without further delay, I will move to our agenda. See, when we saw the agenda that royalty and rebate management, and some of you or many of you have not worked on this rebate or royalty. So for that, I would like to cover up what is rebate, what is royalty, because I understand royalty and rebate, it's a core finance areas, right? Maybe what I can do, I can stop my video so that good for the good bandwidth. Okay. So when you talk about rebate and royalty, it comes to your mind, it might be a finance core finance area, because basic finance also does not cover royalty and rebate. And a lot of, if you ask this question to a lot of finance consultants, they may not know royalty, what is royalty and what is rebate. But don't worry, in this session, I will also cover what is rebate and what is royalty with example. I'm sure I can promise you, if you focus on this session, after this session, there will be great takeaway You will at least you will be able to understand and explain what is rebate management, what is royalty management, and how this can be catered in Dynamics 365 finance and operation. Okay, so our agenda will be what is rebate, what is the concept of rebate, and I will also demonstrate rebate management in Dynamics 365 finance and operation. After that, I will also explain and demonstrate what is royalty, what is the concept of royalty, and how this can be catered in Microsoft Dynamics 365 finance and operations. Okay, so if I move to the next slide, then I have explained what is rebate. If you just go through the description, a rebate is a financial incentive offered by a seller or manufacturer to encourage customers to purchase a product or service. So description is always boring. Let me introduce, or let me explain in a table. Okay, so what is rebate? We all know what is rebate. You don't need to be a finance consultant or chartered accountant or CPA or CFA to understand rebate. So rebate is what? Suppose I'm selling something. Consider me I'm an organization. Okay, I'm a businessman, and you are a customer. And I, as a marketing strategy, I will go to you and say, hey, customer, if you take this item, from 1 to 1000, up to 1000 quantity or up to 1000 value, I will give you a return rebate is 500, or I can give you 10 free quantity if you are eligible, or if you have consumed, or if you have taken this item till 1000. I also have better offer for you. Not only 1000, if you cross 1001 to 2000 quantity or value, I will give you $600 or ISD, whatever. And in this offer, or I can give you 15 free quantity as well. The offer is not ended. I can also give you, if you purchase 2001 quantity or value to 2000, 3000, up to 3000, if you spend money to our business, or buy something, then I will give you $800 as a rebate, or I can give you some free quantity. Okay, so this is the rebate. So now you tell me, to understand this rebate, do you really need to be a chartered accountant? No, because this is very easy. It's part of our life. It's part of our any company's marketing campaign. We go to a shopping mall, we see all these kind of thing. So now we may ask that what is the difference between trade agreement, discount, and all, right? So there is a big you know big difference. The difference is, when you talk about trade agreement or discount, those are given in form of purchase order or sales order, right? Whenever we create a trade agreement, we give them, okay, from this to this slab I will give you this discount. So those discounts are, or rebate are given in the form of documents. But here, rebate management works, you sell this quantity, you take this quantity, but when the time will come, quarterly or monthly or weekly, I will run a rebate process and I will generate the payout to you. So that means it does not go with your sales order. It does not go with your purchase order. You take my product. After some time, I will give this payout to you. Okay. If you're familiar with the FMCG companies, like anything in India, like ITC or Walmart or anything. If you talk to a retail guy, if you will see a lot of display, in their shop, right? Kirana shop. So what is those? They basically take lot of goods in quantities and they get some payout. So those are basically rebate. So rebate is not a discount. Rebate is after crossing some slab, company will give you some return money or return free quantity. So that is all about rebate. Okay. I hope you have been able to understand. At least you can relate this. Okay. If you have not understood, let me know. I will definitely explain this in a better way. And what is royalty? So royalty, again, to understand what is royalty, you don't need to be a finance consultant or finance expert, or you don't need to be a chartered accountant or CPA, CFA, whatever. So basically, royalty is, assume there's a big company called Apple, and there's a big company called Samsung. So they are the big players in mobile industries, right? Electronic industries. So suppose Samsung is going to publish a new phone, and on that phone the design is actually patented by Apple. So here, if Samsung, use it, this design from Apple, that Apple may sue them, right? They may, charge them, or, how to say this? They will take some penalty from them, right? So Samsung can go to Apple and create an agreement that, see, was, or I'm going to use your patented item or patented design. For that, I will come to an agreement that if I sell 50 quantities or $50,000, whatever it is, then I will give in return this 50 into $2 per piece, $100. So suppose I have sold 50 quantity for Samsung. Now Samsung has sold 50 quantities using that patented item from Apple. Then per piece that will be 2 royalties, and this will be paid to Apple. So Apple is what? For the organization, for the Samsung company, Apple will be a vendor. But they will not buy something from the vendor. They will sell it. System will automatically generate an invoice journal per quantity. As per the agreement, per quantity, there will be some royalty. Say suppose there can be multiple slabs. Apple said, okay, no, it is a straight fit slab. I'm not happy with it. So make it a slab. If you sell 50 quantity, then I will take 2 per piece, like 100. But if you sell more, then I am eligible to get more discounts, or not more discount, I'm to get more money. So Apple said, okay, or Samsung said, okay, sir, if I sell 100, if I have been able to sell 100 quantities, then I will pay you, per piece $3. So ultimately, Apple will get $300 for these sales. So in short, to sell something, to sell a product or some services, if we are using, a company is using the intellectual property or asset or rights owned by the licensor, that has to be, paid by the agreement, and that calls a royalty. So this is the concept of rebate and royalty, right? So now, if you have understood it, I will cover it up in Microsoft Dynamics 365 and Finance and Operation, how this can be catered in this product. Okay. So now I will go to Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations. So for this rebate and royalty management, Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance and Operation 2 years back, they have launched a new module which called rebate management. As per my experience, this rebate management module is not fully utilized because we already had rebate in accounts payable, right? So this rebate management is very useful, but this is not been fully utilized, and a lot of consultant does not know about it. So today I'm going to share that how this module is useful and how this is easy to use, right? So for rebate management, there are very few setups we need to do. Okay. First, I will not go directly to the setup because it will be like, since you have not explored it, it will be very much difficult for you to grasp. So what I will do, I will start with this rebate management deals. So rebate management deals is what? Or royalty management deals is what? It is basically the agreement. It's similar to the trade agreement. We create a trade agreement, and based on that, we create the data like purchase order, right? Similarly, we create the rebate management deal, or sorry, rebate deals or royalty deals from these all rebate management deals. Further, if that is a customer rebate deals, all customer rebate deals are shown here in this, form. If there is a customer royalty deals, system Microsoft Dynamics team has given this form. If it is a vendor rebate deals, I'm sorry, I did not tell about that. This is not only customer rebate deals. This module is useful for vendor rebate deals as well. So we can create vendor rebate as well from here. But today I will focus on more on the customer side, because that is more, there we have more use cases. So vendor rebate, if you have vendor rebate deals, you can create it from here. And we have rebate workbench. Workbench is like a workspace kind of thing. Okay, so this we will cover up. And to create a rebate, rebate or royalty, we need to configure certain things, but those are not very big or not very much setup we need to do. So what we need to do, we will go to rebate management deals. Okay, and then I'll close this form maybe. So now I will see from the basic, I will talk about, when we talk about rebate, I will start with the rebate. So rebate, as I have explained, rebate can be two type. One financial rebate, one quantity rebate or free item. Financial rebate is what? If I go to this slide, then if you see this, I have mentioned from 1 to 1000. If the customer takes our product or services, we will give 500 or 50 10 quantity. So here we have two possibilities. You create a rebate, and that can be financial as an output, right? We will create a credit note kind of thing, or we can create a free item rebate. The system, I mean, we will create the deal such a way that system will create a sales order, and that sales sorry, that sales order will be for free items. Okay, so this output, one output is what I have said, free quantity or financial. So for financial as well, we have ways two ways is meant what? Output will be in a, either it can be a free text, I mean the rebate will be in free text invoice for the finance, or it can be a GL journal. As you can see, payment type, I have, you can see four type of payment type. So for now, don't see this last one, just consider this first three. So the output, when we are giving the rebate to our customer, this customer deduction means it will be created in GL journal. And if you see this tax invoice customer deduction, that means this rebate, financial rebate, is created in free text invoice. How this is, how this is deriving, I will talk about. It is deriving from the posting profile. So before going to posting profile, I will show you in rebate how this rebate can be created. Okay. Okay. So I will create a rebate. Say suppose financial rebate, and here I will select either customer or vendor. I will select customer. I will select rebate or royalty. I'm creating for the rebate. I will create rebate. I can click on deal. Reconcile by deal or line. Deal means header and line means line words. I will use deal. This is important. Most important part is selecting the posting profile. I will talk about this posting profile after this. For now, I will select one posting profile. And most important, like I have mentioned, there can be two type of rebate. One is financial rebate. One is item rebate. So financial rebate is, as I mentioned, it is created. It will create a negative amount to the customer, and we can offset with that, or we can return that money to the customer, right? And free item rebate means what? Rebate will not generate any free text invoice. It will create free item as per the agreement. It will be sent to customer. And rebate quantity, currency means, I think you all know what is rebate. I mean, what is currency? So rebate currency, in this currency, this will be generated. Okay. Once I am done, I will click on OK. So this rebate is created. Once I have created this rebate, I need to fill up few details. So consider this is the agreement deal. Okay. So once I have created this header, I will create the line. So in line, I have very similar option. I mean, this option is everywhere in Dynamics. The combination option, which customer, which item, either it is group or it is customer groups. For this, you can select table. I'm creating this for one customer, the Tata customer. And I am creating a rebate that, okay, whatever the customer buys from us, that will come to the rebate management deal. Or I can specify this customer and this item. If I sell, then the rebate will be in the picture. So for that, I will select all. Say I'm not giving the bifurcation. I'm saying this customer, okay, whatever you buy, I will consider your selling, your buying item, and based on that, your rebate will work. Once it is done, I can give these dimensions like inventory dimensions for from which warehouse we are selling, which site, and which color. Okay. Once it is done, then the most important, one of the most important is that this calculation method in the rebate management deal. Once I have selected this item and this combination and customer, then the calculation method. See this calculation method, we have four calculation method. See, don't be confused by what is stepped, what is cumulative, rolling, and total. So stepped, I will explain in a very similar way. Say I have created an Excel sheet. So step means what? It is like, so if I have created a deal for 1,000 item, if you take 1,000 item, then I will give 10%. If you take 2,500 value, I will give 25%. And at the end, they have bought from us. We have sold to the customer 2,000, right? So for that, step means it is very common. The first 1,000 will be paid by 10%. And what is left? 2,000 minus 1,000. So I have sold, or we have sold 2,000. The first 1,000 will be used as a 10% slab wise, and the next rest of the money will be coming under this 25%. So what will be the value? 2,000, sorry, uh, 1,000 into 25%. So total value will be 100 and 250. So this will be the rebate value. This is the calculation method of step. If we talk about rolling, right? So rolling also, say suppose I have a similar way, the same percentage. I have sold, 2,000. A customer company has sold 2,000. So now the first, rolling means it will see all the possibilities. So first it will check 1,000 into 10%, and then again it will take 2,000 into 25%, and then in total it will calculate 600. Okay, it is called rolling. Okay, and it is taking all the possibilities to calculate it. Don't be confused. I mean, if you are not able to understand, that's fine. You will understand once you are doing the hands-on. Cumulative. Cumulative is straightforward. Suppose I have sold 2,000. It is falling under this bucket. It will only calculate 2,000 and 25%. It will not calculate 10% like rolling or like step. Total, it will. I mean, it is very uncommon that if I sold 2,000, then it will calculate everything like 2,000 into 10%, 2,000 into 25%, and it will total rebate will be 700. So it is called total. So this is the four method we have. Most common method we have in business is stepped. Step means it's kind of income tax slab. If you are falling under 30% bracket, then first some money will be deducted from this percentage, and the next will slab will be this percentage, something like that. So if I sold 2,000, the first 1,000 will be calculated 10%, will calculate 10%, and rest of the money will calculate 25%. In total, it will be 250. Cumulative also very common, that it does not matter whatever the percentage bracket you have, whatever the bracket it is falling, it will calculate that bracket only. The most uncommon is rolling and total. So that's about the calculation method. So here I am taking stepped. And the next option called quantity. So I can create this rebate two way, either by quantity slab or by the value slab. It's very specifically for agreement, like trade agreement or purchase agreement. So we can create those as per the quantity or value. I can give the slab. And in this transaction type, see here the good thing is that even if you have not sold, if you have shipped that value, it will the rebate will be considered based on this transaction type. If you say, okay, I will only calculate, or my organization will only calculate once the invoice is done, the system will calculate based on that. If you say, okay, no, my organization will only consider a rebate based on my delivery, it will only consider, I mean, till the delivery, whatever we have delivered, including the invoice. If you have not even invoiced, if you have shipped it, I'm posted packing slip, it will consider. Order means if I've even created the order and confirmed it, I guess it is also does not care about the confirmation. If you have created the order, it will consider. Okay, you can give minimum amount and all, and most important that include free text invoice, and this kind of uh, kind of toggle we have. Also, one of the important part is paid invoice only. Say suppose you have selected invoice, but against this invoice customer has not paid, so system will not consider those sold value or sold quantity. It will only consider if they have paid it, and if this toggle is made to yes. I'm not making it. And then important part is the dates, from which date to which date the rebate will be applicable. So suppose I am saying, okay, for this month only, I will publish this as a marketing strategy. for this month. Okay. And here per day means per, and then cumulative by means weeks, means suppose I have selected weeks, so rebate will be calculated per weeks. If I select per months, the system will calculate the rebate per month, once per month. Okay, this is the kind of setup we need to do. And then we have process at posting. If you make it to yes, then it will be posted, it will not be previewed. If you don't make it, then it will be previewed and unposted journal. Okay. And guarantee, I'm not talking about guarantee today, so I will write a blog on this. So this is something different, we need another time to understand guarantee, but focus on rebate and royalty today. An important part, another important and most important part is, okay, I need to give this claim as well. And then I need to add, while I'm creating this rebate, I need to create the line. Line is the rebate criteria from which quantity. So as per our PPT, it is 1 to 1,000, 500 or free quantity. So now I'm talking about only financial. So here I can, okay, what I have selected here in general value. So in lines, I will give you, say, suppose 1 lakh to 2 lakh. So here I can give fixed amount. Just a minute. Have I taken free quantity or financial? Let me check. Oh, rebate output, I've taken item. Okay, that's why it was not showing. I'm now taken financial output, which means not free quantity. Here I will add line, then I will have the option. So here I'm saying, okay, in general, I have selected quantity. I will go to lines and I will say, okay, from one quantity to 2,000 quantity, if they take, then I will have three options to give as a payout, which is fixed amount of. If they take 1,000 to 2,000 quantity, they will have, say, suppose 2,000 as a fixed amount of whatever this take. But I will also have one option called percent off. Percent off means if this is eligible, then based on this value, that value's percentage, it will come to the picture. And if I take, okay, amount of means, say, suppose I have said, okay, you take 1,000 to 2,000, sorry, 1,000 to 1 to 1,000 as a value or as a quantity. So per quantity, it will pay you this amount, 20 rupees. So it's not like free, fixed amount or fixed amount of, but it will calculate the quantity. Say suppose 2,000, so it will calculate. Say suppose they have taken 1,800 as a quantity, so it will calculate 1,800 multiplied by 20 per piece. They will calculate. Okay? That's called amount of. So this is how this financial rebate is taken care. So I will delete it because for you I have already created some of the financial. So this is one of the financial rebate I have created for this demo. So good thing about this rebate management is that you don't need to create from scratch if you have similar rebate, agreement you have done with same customer or different customer. What you need to do, you need to select this rebate and you can click on copy. Okay, so if system will copy everything from this rebate, whatever was there. So here RT00054 was created. So maybe I will clear this one. I have just created my view. So this one has been copied. So I will work with this rebate deal. So before I complete or process anything, I will show you what basically I have taken as a criteria. I have taken this criteria as a this customer, okay, and item code all, okay, and then from the calculation method I have selected stepped and I have given value. Okay, in transaction type, I have given invoice. Invoice means whatever the invoice that has we have generated to the invoice, the rebate management will check those invoices. Okay, in dates, we have given this month date, February month. Okay, monthly one time the rebate will be calculated. And then we have the criteria we have given, okay, from 10,000 to 1 lakh or 100,000, we will give 50 rupees if they buy this much value, and from 1,100 to 200,000 we will give 100 amount. Okay, so this is kind of rebate I have created. One important part is that this rebate does not work without workflow. The workflow is mandatory for rebate. You can maybe automate this workflow, or if you have some workflow hierarchy, you can configure it. So now once done, I will just submit this into the workflow. So before this workflow is completed, I would like to talk about one concept for rebate. So as of now, what we have seen is that very basic, that what is rebate and what is the concept of rebate, how the rebate deal is created. So for rebate, that here some finance part comes to the place. So for rebate, say you have come to an agreement or rebate deal with a customer that okay, monthly this if you buy, or quarterly if you buy this much amount, I will pay you. But that customer does not claim, or you are not paying that customer monthly, example, or quarterly. You will pay this rebate to the customer yearly. So what will happen? Do you need to wait till the year end to generate this rebate or something? Then suddenly, if you go to your finance department and say, okay, see, this customer eligible for $100 million because they have taken this value. So I mean that will be a panic mode for finance team, right? For that, every finance process has a provisioning process. So rebate management exactly works like this. So if you even have a deal like rebate deal, and you are not paying or you are not generating, what you need to do, you need to process a provision for rebate. Every month you will generate this provision regardless of you pay or not. You need to generate the provision, rebate provision, and then you can reserve this money for rebate monthly basis or quarterly basis, so that nothing hampers or nothing is affected by this rebate at the year end or when the rebate time comes into the picture. So that's how first for rebate process you need to generate the provision, and then once the provision is posted, when the time comes, you can generate the exactly rebate money, and you can pay this to your customer. So similarly, same thing I will show you here. So let's see whether our rebate is activated or not. Yes, it is activated because I have submitted and I have configured a automation workflow where I don't need to, I did not approve it. It was automatically approved. So now what I will do, as I said, first I need to process it. And in the good thing about rebate management is, unlike other modules, from rebate management deal only, you can complete all the things. You can process, you can create deal, you can see transaction, you can see source transaction, you can see target transactions, you can generate provision, you can generate rebate, write off, everything. So from here, I have created this rebate. So what I will do, I will create process and then click on provision. So I will give, okay, for this month, I need to provision the money for this rebate. I will click on it. So once this provision is completed, if anything is there, then I will click on transaction. See, this transaction is there and it is unposted. Okay. System is telling, okay, see, this has not been posted, but this is the money you need to pay to your customer as a provision. And if you want, you need to see, okay, I need to see what made this eligible. So I can click on source transactions. System will tell, okay, this is the transaction for this amount is coming. Okay. So now once I processed it, I can click on post provision, because I'm still not into the rebate management. I can click on provision. I can click on posting date. So that was 29th of February. From date February 1st to February last, and I can click OK. Okay. system will tell me, okay, 0 free text invoice created, 1 journal created. Okay, free text invoice, why it is showing, I will tell you. So now I can go to this transaction. I can select posted. Here it is posted means that we have processed it, but it has not been posted yet. So I can go to this journal. I can directly post it. If I want to correct something, I can also correct. Okay. So see, everything is coming automatically. This account I will talk about in detail while I go through the posting profile. But just understand how this works, the flow, how it works. So now I will post it. So now our provision is posted. So our finance department team knows that, okay, for this month we need to provision this rebate for this customer or certain customers. So now it is done. So now the original rebate day comes or rebate time comes. What I need to do, again, we need to click on generate process, click on rebate management, and from here I can select date. I will go okay. I can also check this transaction. See, the transaction type is saying rebate. If I select all, the previous transaction was showing as provision and it was posted. And this is the rebate transaction. This is original rebate transaction which we are going to pay to the customer or return to the customer. So we have created the process, or I've selected the process. Now I will go and click on post rebate management. So I'm posting the rebate 29th of February. Okay. So now again, the message is saying 1 journal created. So if I go to transactions, if I click on posted, and this is the rebate transaction, target transaction, target transaction is source document. I mean, the original transaction. So if I go here and if I see, okay, this is the rebate transaction. And if you see in the rebate transaction, the customer account is coming into the picture. Okay, how this customer account, how this is coming as a entry, I will show. But this is how the process looks like. Click on post. So this is one of the process using general journal as a rebate. So first, let me recap. If you're confused, let me recap this one. What we have done, we have created a rebate deal. We have given the condition. We have given the criteria. Criteria from where? From lines. Here we have said, okay, from 1 to 100. I think it's 100. Okay, let me check what was the criteria. Value. Okay, what I have told, okay, from 1 to 100 it is 50 amount I will pay you as a fixed amount of. From 101 to 200 I will give you 100 rupees. Oh, I need to make it larger. Yeah, I think it's 1 and 100 and then 101 to 200. Okay, so that's how system has calculated. And if you see, if I go to the transactions, if I click on this posted, you will notice it has come as 150. Why 150? Because I mentioned I took stepped calculation. So definitely this customer took the customer has taken more than 200 value. That means how it is getting calculated. The first 100 it is calculating 50 as a amount. The second value it is falling, it is taking as 100. So in total this is calculating 150. So that's how the step calculation works. And this is how the rebate process works. First, let me recap what we have done. We have created the rebate management deal. Where it has gone. It was 54. So here, what we have done, we have created the deal. We have submitted to the workflow. It has been approved. And then we have processed it for provision. And then we have provisioned it after posting. And when the rebate time came, we clicked on generate rebate management. And then after that, we clicked on post rebate management. And our rebate is done. Okay. This is one way to have this as a financial rebate with GL. GL means the end output is getting generated with GL. But now, as I have shown you the basic of rebate management, maybe I will talk about the posting profile. See, why posting profile? Because posting profile is the source how it is getting generated. So if you see, I have created a posting profile called C1 and it is for rebate. And the payment type I have taken as a customer deduction. So if I click on, okay, it will not allow me. But if I click on new, setup test, and in the module, I can select customer or vendor. I can type rebate or royalty, and I can select this none to pay using accounts payable, customer deduction, tax invoice, customer deduction, trade spending, and reporting. Okay. So mostly when I'm generating this rebate, I need to select either customer deduction or tax invoice, customer deduction. What is the difference? When the rebate is getting generated, if I take customer deduction, it will generate by general ledger GL journal. If I take tax invoice customer deduction, when we generate the rebate, it will use a free text invoice. That I will show you. Okay. And this pay using customer payable is for royalty. Okay. So now see, for C1, I have taken customer deduction. For C2, I have taken tax invoice customer deduction. I will show you exactly. And then when it comes to the posting setup, here in the credit type, when see credit time comes to the picture from provision to rebate. So when you generate the provision, this account comes as a credit. Okay. And when you generate the when you generate the provision, this account comes to the credit and this account as a debit comes to the picture. And when we generate the invoice, rebate, then this account gets debited. Ultimately, original rebate stays in this account. Okay. And say suppose provision and rebate, say example, how can I do that? Say suppose provision, I have provisioned whole amount, suppose 3,000, but in real rebate came as a say suppose 2,000. So whatever the left amount, it will be calculated based on this write-off, name of write-off journal. Write-off account is also we can select. Okay, I'm not going into very detail in write-off, but that's how it will work. And you remember when we are generating the provision, there is a journal was using. So from where the journal name coming from here, name of the journal for provision. And when we are generating the uh, GL for rebate, it was generating from this journal name. And most important part is once you have done this setup, you need to give the company, add the company, otherwise it won't work. Okay. Similarly for free text invoice setup as well. I mean the output as a free text invoice, similar same thing you need to set up, you need to select. And from here rebate management, you have option rebate management customer or vendor or ledger account. You need to post it in the customer account or ledger account. So definitely I am going to use customer account for this case because rebate will be generated on the name of customer. And then you can either select a fixed account, deal account, line account, or sold to customer. For this case, I have selected sold to customer. So what does it mean? I can utilize this posting profile to any customer, and when the rebate will be generated, sold to customer means for which the rebate is eligible, for which customer the rebate is eligible, those customer will get the write-off. Okay, this is how the posting profile works for rebate. I know it will little bit of confusing, but once you do the hands-on, you will understand. Or you can, once you are doing the hands-on, you can come again and see this YouTube video. When this will be published, you will be able to understand. Okay. So now, similar thing I will show you by generating. Just a minute. By generating the free text invoice. So now I have generated the rebate by using GL, but now I will show you by generating a free text invoice. After that, I will show you the free item rebate. Maybe it will not complete by 15 minutes. I need some time. I hope this is okay, Venkat. Okay, I will deactivate this one. Okay, you can deactivate anytime if you feel okay, this rebate is not eligible. You can come here, select the rebate, and you can click rebate management deal and deactivate. Okay, so now what I will do, I will use another rebate deal. Just a minute. Okay, so now what I will do, I will copy from this rebate deal because it is a tax invoice customer. This is the output, it will be free tax invoice. What I will do, I will copy this, and it is 55. I will clear this. Okay. I will double click on it. Okay. So now I will click on edit, and similar thing I have created and which I have copied. Same customer, all item. Here also in value basis, stepped calculation in lines. I have given same thing. Is just I will show you the output. So before I'm going to the output, I need to activate it by submitting the workflow, and it will be automatically activated. Let's wait for some time. If I have any question, let's see. Okay, no questions as of yet. So it will take some time to complete the workflow. Okay, it is activated. Let me refresh it once again. Otherwise, in the back end, it does not get activated. So, okay, I think this is now activated. What I will do, I will similar process. Click on process, provision first, date range, click OK, and system will provision it. I can check the transactions. Okay, and then I will go here. I will click on provision. I will post the provision. I can select the transaction date, last date, February 29. Click OK. Done. I can go to transactions. And I can select the posted one. Posted means created one. I can also automate this process. I mean, I don't need to go and manually post it because in rebate management parameter, there is an automation option I will show. But most of the companies does not want to post it because they do not fully trust because rebate management module itself is very new. So they want to review it before posting. So here, if you see in the rebate management parameter, automatically post journal, you can make it yes, and it will be posted. Automatically post free text invoice. So I will show you now free text invoice. Okay. So now I will go to target transactions. View details. Post. So I'm now posting the provision. There might be some background noise. I'm sorry. Today is Friday, so people has the right have the right to chill. So now what I will do, I will click on rebate management. So I'm generating the rebate, original rebate. I've clicked on process. I will click on rebate. Okay, let's see. I clicked on OK. And here, have you see now zero journal created. Instead, it is showing one free text invoice created. Reason is what? I have taken the posting profile when I have created this rebate management. I have taken C2. And in this posting profile, it is payment type is tax invoice customer deduction. As I mentioned, when you create the posting profile, you need to make sure how you are creating the posting profile. If you have selected customer deduction, that means the rebate will be generated by GL. If you are taking if you are considering free text as a output rebate, then you need to select this option while you creating the posting profile. So for this rebate in the posting profile, I have selected this, so it has generated the free text invoice as a rebate. I don't need to go to free text invoice to see it. I can go directly click on post it. I can see this, and I can see this target transaction. Target transaction is what? It is the generated transaction. So let's see. So this is the free text invoice. I can see, okay, this is the amount and it is in negative because this is what I am not, I am paying to the customer. I am not getting the money. So it is in minus, negative. I can post it. So that's how one rebate, I mean, rebate can be created two types. One, financial rebate can be created by two different way, One by GL as a rebate. Same, customer will be there as well, but best way to create the rebate as a free text invoice, right? That's what I have created the rebate, and I have created the fixed free text invoice. It has been posted as a rebate output. I hope this financial rebate is quite clear, if not fully, clear, but quite clear how this actually works in system. Rest, I will leave up to you how you do the hands-on and how you are, equipped with it. Okay. So now I will show you the free item quantity, because remember, as my when I have started this session, I have talked about 500 or free quantity. So this scenario I will talk about, if customer fulfills the eligibility criteria, customer will get free item. Okay. For free item also, what I will do, I will show you what I have created. You will get some idea how to create the free item, but it's very simple. So this one is a free item. So when you create the free item, as I mentioned, you need to select rebate output as an item. Okay. Rest, it will work by the criteria and posting profile. So here, as you see, I have created this. What I will do, I will copy it. My new rebate is 57. So this is the free item. So what I have done here, I have selected the same thing. Customer account same, item same, everything same. Everything, no difference here. Okay. The only difference it will come that quantity, basis of quantity or basis of value, whatever you select. The only difference you need to make sure that you, when you are going to the lines in criteria, you give the line, sorry, so quantity value, the slab, but you won't be allowed to put anything in this rebate management amount. You know that where we are creating the financial rebate, there we were allowed to select the value here, and or here we could select fixed amount or percentage of, but here we are not allowed. Instead, if you see, there is an item option in the lines. So here for this lab, I will click on items and I will give the items, which item I will give as a free. So here I have selected, okay, this item with this color, with this warehouse, warehouse I've already selected, and two quantity. Multiply by 10. Okay. Or multiply by 1. What does it mean? Don't be confused. Basically, what I am saying is, if you take till 100 quantity, I will give free item 2, but multiply by 1, because so what I'm saying is 100, how many one, if I divide by 100 divide by 1, then it will be 100. The quantity I will give 2. So if I say suppose 10, multiply by 10. So if I divide this 10 by 100, it will be like 10 and 10, right? 10 times I can divide, I can multiply this with 100. So what will happen? 10 into 2, 20 free item I will give. Or maybe say suppose I will not give I will not give anything. Okay. What will happen? If this customer is eligible, they will only get 2 as a free item. Okay, let's not confuse. Let's not be confused. Let's assume that if this customer is eligible under this lab, they will get only 2 items. Similarly, if they come into this lab, they will get 3 items, 3 quantity as a free item, this item. Okay, so that's how this free item rebate is created. Okay, now I will show you how it will look like. So what I will do, I will again make it submitted. I will submit this, I will make it activated. And remember, for this item rebate, there is no provision, because Actually, I am as in output, I am not giving any money, or I am not giving any credit note or any rebate to this customer. I am giving this as a free item. So I don't know how many free item I will be giving, right? And what will be the cost. So that for that reason, there is no provision. So once I have submitted, I think it will be activated. Let's see. It will take some time. 57. Okay. So 57. Clear. So, okay, it has been activated. Maybe I will deactivate this. The previous one. So free item, it has now activated. So what I will do again, I will select this rebate management, click on process. Now you see there is no provision or write-off. There is only rebate management. I will directly create this rebate management rebate. It is processed. Before going into that, I can see what is the, okay, it is generating 0. Why? I think I have selected wrongly. Just a minute. So I need to work it out. 58. I think it is multiplying by 0. That is the reason 0 into it is already coming as 0. So what I will do, I will give 1 here. It is 1. Okay. So now I will submit into the workflow. Okay, I'm sorry. There was a rhythm break, but don't worry. We'll work it out. So I have submitted this into the workflow. Let's see. So what I'm saying to this customer is, see, this customer, I'm saying, okay, if you take uh, this quantity, which item I have taken, okay, any item, right? If you take this quantity, right, and then I will give some free items, right? So let's see how many free item it is getting generated. Okay. I think it is still not activated. Okay. Transactions, I have run the process. Okay. Let's see. 58 is activated, and then maybe I will run now the post option, rebate management, same thing. But my expectation is that system will generate a free item, or system will create a sales order, or it will generate the sales free item in the sales order. Okay. See. So, okay. So now you see another option called sales order is created. Okay. Because I am creating as a free item sales order. So what I will do again, I will go to transactions. Okay. I will go to posted and then click on target transactions, views. So now we will see this item has already been derived from the, you know, uh, deal agreement or rebate agreement, and it is generating for 54 quantity as per the eligibility criteria, and blue color is blue, it is already taken. And the most important part, you will see there is no price. So once we generate this invoice, it will generate as 0 value invoice, but we need to ship this item to the customer. Okay, that's how this free item works. So they basically what you need to do, I need to create a deal. You select the output as a item, and then you process it, the item will be generated. But here is the catch, is that you will expect, okay, if I have even a same item what I am selling, and if I have even a sales price also, system will not generate that sales price and it will always take the free item as 0. But that's not the case. When you are implementing it in real world, you need to make sure this item is really a free item, is release product. That item should not have any sales price value. Otherwise, this will take the sales price value and it will post. So you need to make sure that system does not understand that whether it is free item or not. System is basically using this framework to create a sales order, but whatever the value is in the sale release price, that will bring. So you need to make sure while you are implementing, your process will be, you will really have some item as a free item, but those sales price will be 0. Okay, otherwise it will generate the value. So that's how this free item works. Okay, now I'm done with this rebate deal. Next I will jump into the royalty. And royalty will not take more than 10 minutes. But before going to the royalty, I would like to take some questions if you have. Otherwise I will move to the next part. Yeah. Any questions? If no questions, I will assume. Okay. What did I think why you are
There
using
are
two separate
some
journal names for
questions.
provision? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. First question I will take, why we are using two separate journals for provision and rebate. So basically you can use same journal. It's just you can bifurcate by using two journal names. For provision, you can have, provision journal. For rebate, you can have rebate journal. That's not mandatory. But as I said, if you are using free text as a rebate, then the one journal is enough for provision, because anyway the output will be generated by free text invoice. Okay. And the second question, Abdullah has asked that if you select weekly in the period line, that means system will check all sales transaction. Okay, example FTI and orders as well for the whole week. That's right. That is absolutely right. And the second question, when you are using step and providing the rebate amount against the step, then what functionality those lines in the lines tabs are offering? I did not understand the question, but let me share my screen. I will demonstrate the stepped calculation once again. So here, I forgot actually where I have created this stepped calculation. I hope yes, yeah. So stepped means, suppose I have sold 2000 as a product, quantity or value, whatever you assume a single thing. So my criteria said for first up to 1000, my percentage will be, rebate will be 10%. Up to 2500, my percentage 2500. So in this 2000, this 1000 will also come to the picture, because this 2000 includes this 1000. So first 1000, and in this 2000, the first 1000 will use the 10%, and the rest of the amount will use this percentage. So ideally, for 1000 amount it will be 100, and for rest of the 1000 it will be 250 as a 25% of the value. Okay, so that's how this step calculation works. Okay, I hope I was clear, but if not, then maybe you can connect with me and we can continue discussing on it. But for the demo, without further delay, I will move to the next portion of this video. I hope it is okay. I'm extending a bit. I'm sorry for that, but I have to demonstrate. Okay, so I have to. I want to. Okay, so royalty. Let me recap what is royalty. You are using. You are a Samsung company, or I am Samsung company, or Apple. I am saying, okay, hey Apple, your product is really beautiful. I want to use this design for some internal thing in my product. So you said no, I will charge some penalty if you use without giving any money. I said okay, let's make a deal. I made a deal with you. See, if I sell, I see with your design, I will make my product. And if I have been able to sell 50 quantity or 50,000 quantity, whatever it is, I will give you 50,000 per quantity into $1. Okay. So whatever quantity I'm selling, you are getting, or I mean, as a Apple, you are also getting some revenue. And you said, okay, 50,000 is, a lot. I'm not happy with the deal. I want to make a deal that okay, first 2020, if you have been able to sell 20,000, then I will take $2 a piece. But if you are able to sell more, then I will take $3 a piece. Okay, so ultimately I am using your property, I am using your intellectual property, I am using your assets, I am using your patented item, you are a licensor, and I am getting some revenue. So I am liable to pay to you whatever I am generating the revenue based on that. Okay, that is called a royalty. Okay, so for royalty, it's very simple in rebate management. So for royalty also, I have created a deal. So let me show you the deal. So for royalty, similar way, we need to create the posting profile. Okay. So I will go to posting profile. So here, so this posting profile is royalty posting profile. What I have done in the posting profile, I have selected type as royalty, and automatically this I have to select pay using accounts payable. So what will happen? I will do some sales. I will make some sales, but ultimately this royalty will be generated by the vendor invoice journal. Okay. So now same thing, credit this position type. I have to select a credit type and rebate. So here I need to select a customer because I need to select a posting profile based on your name, right? I need to create the posting profile on basis of your name, Apple's name. So I need to select the fixed account. Here also I can bifurcate. Your question was if why I'm selecting two type of journal. I can select same journal. It's not a problem. But for better visibility, I prefer to have a provision journal as a name and rebate as a journal name. Okay, for write up also I can select a name. Okay, similar thing for you need to select the company from here and provision is a debit. So for royalty also we need to generate the provision. Okay, so now we straight jump into the royalty. So here I have created a royalty deal. Okay, before that maybe I want to deactivate it to avoid any stopper in this demo. I don't want to take any risk. Okay, so now I will show you how this royalty is created. So if I create a new, and you need to give same thing. If I customer module royalty posting profile, I need to select royalty, whatever posting profile I've selected. Similar way, I can select currency. Okay, that's it. Nothing special. You just need to select the royalty from the rebate. Okay, so that's how I've created this royalty. And here, what I have selected all the customers because while in rebate you are generating the rebate to a customer, you are giving the criteria to do that customer. But for royalty, I am not going to, or I can do that, but I am, very common scenario is that when Apple will come to me for this, agreement, Apple will not say or will not agree that if I sell this product to a particular customer, then Apple will get the royalty. That's not the case. So for this case, I have taken for all the customers. Okay, but I have said for this item only. So what I am basically doing is I am creating a royalty agreement by saying, okay, if I have been able to sell this item regardless of customer, then it will be eligible for royalty. Okay, so here same thing, nothing special here, nothing is different. In rebate management deal line setup step calculation is same, dates also same, lines same thing. Okay, what I am saying is if I have been able to sell from 1 to 20 value or quantity, I will pay you 2 rupees or 2 per price. Okay, here I think I have selected quantity. Okay, what I am saying is that if I have been able to sell 1 to 20 quantity, then I will give you amount of 2, which means whatever quantity I sell, so suppose I sell 10 quantity, then I will pay 10 into $2, which is 20 quantity. Similarly, if I have been to sell 21 to 100, I will pay you 3 per piece. Okay, so now what I will do, this was deactivated. So what I will do, I will submit into the workflow to make it activated. After this, demonstration, I will also talk about some drawback and some gap, which I also need your help. While I, send feedback, being an MVP, I can send feedback to product group team. But it's also important you also, send feedback to the product group team so that they can, make this product better, right? So as of now, I think very less customers are using these rebates. So that is the reason there has not been very improvement or enhancement I can see, but we can improve it together. So here I will wait. I have submitted this into the workflow. I'm sorry, it is taking more than 1 hour, but I hope you have this has been interesting, and I think you will take something new today. 60. Let's wait.
And Ramit, if you don't mind, meanwhile, can you go back to the uh, date date details if you come down in the
Yeah.
rebate deals?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
The date. So here, like claim per and claim by, like what is the use of this one?
See, claim is like this is the marker. Say if a customer claims it, say suppose most of the or many of the company does not claim it, right? So it is like you can mark it if not claim or claim. Based on that, it will be hold or not hold. So I also was trying to understand what is the use case of this claim, but use of this claim is that that you can mark it as a claim or not claim. Based on that, the rebate will work. The rebate
Okay,
will run. Okay.
okay, okay. Thank you.
So let's see. Active. Okay, it has been activated. So now for ease, what I have done for this item, I have already posted some sales transactions. I hope it works well. I have not tested before this session. Let me check what are the transactions. Suppose if I take sold. Okay. So for this month, what is the sale? Okay, in February, I have been able to sell 10 quantity. So ideally, as per my rebate deal, it should calculate what I have said. Okay, 1 to 20, I will give 2 amount of. That means 1 to 20 means 10 quantities coming under this lab. So 10 into 2 per piece, I will give $20 to this vendor or Apple company as per our example, right? So let's see. Well, first here also we need to create the provision. I will not go into this guarantee period. I mean, don't take it as guarantee. This guarantee period is a concept which maybe I will write some blog if I don't take any session also. So I have run it. Okay, let's see what is the transaction value. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See that 20 is a provision is already created. Means we are right. I mean, all the setup is right. Our expectation. Okay. Yeah, sorry. I need to click post. I need to post the provision. Posting date 29. This date. I will click OK. And it is done. One journal created. I will go to this journal. Maybe I can skip going into the journal. I will directly show you the original royalty. I will click on OK. I will post the royalty 29th from date 29th date. Click OK. Let's see the message. One journal created. Directly I will go to this. Let's see how this is created. Let's not go to the provision is very simple. Okay, see, it is the vendor invoice recording. It is created. if I go here and if I need to check, see, it has created the vendor invoice. Okay, invoice date is today, invoice number is automatically coming. I will also show you where this invoice number is coming, and the amount is 20. Remember, our deal value was like it had to be 20 because I have sold only 10. So under 1 to 20 to 2 per piece. So 10 quantity into $2 is 20. Okay. So it is the entry, it has been created from the system, and the vendor is automatically created. I mean, in the journal, it has already been created. Let's go back. Okay. Now, this is how this royalty works. I sold something, based on that sales, I am generating a vendor invoice as a royalty. Okay. For now, from here, it's nothing. It's normal posting. But one important thing, it some small question, but important question, that from where this invoice number is coming, because this is not the vendor is generating, right? Still, I need to give some invoice, so it is coming from the rebate management parameter number sequence. So for that, rebate management parameters number sequence, and this is the invoice. So for system is using this number sequence to generate the invoice. Okay. So if I go to this rebate management, and this is our royalty, and that this we have used and we have posted the transaction. Okay, so that's how this royalty works. So that's what I wanted to show you as part of, see, important part is that you understand royalty. Today you understood what is royalty, today you understood what is rebate, and most importantly you understood how to use it dynamics. At least you know now how this system works, how this module works. Okay, and I cannot you know claim that after this session, okay, I have been able to impose everything as part of rebate management, but at least after this session, or if you come back to this video and watch it, I think you will be able to understand how this rebate management works. Let me give a recap. What is rebate management, what is rebate? So rebate works two way. Based on this slab, either we can give rebate amount or we can give free quantity or customer. And what is royalty? Based on the slab, we can generate a vendor invoice to the patented company or licensor. Based on the sale, we can generate the royalty to our vendor. Okay. So that's it for today's session. I mean, whatever I have planned, I have showcased, I have demonstrated. But I would like to get some feedback from you. If you have understood still above the head, let me know. Yeah, open for any feedback, any questions, any doubt.
Ramit, it was a nice session because even I have personally requested you like to take one session on the rebate management. So you make a time and uh, so you have given the demo actually. So it is nice only because if I check any of the document or there is no video at all like to understand the module, but you explained
Yeah,
very well. It's
thank you.
we can understand. Yeah.
Thank you for your feedback. I will take it in my heart.
Yeah.
So I have one question. Thank you, Ganesh. Thank you so much. Yeah, I remember you requested me in LinkedIn. Yeah, and yeah,
Yes.
that's what
Yes.
it has been. Yeah, thank you so much. Keep requesting. I will be inspired and will come up with these sessions.
Yeah.
And
At
then
least.
I
Yeah.
have one
Yeah.
question. I have one question. Is it possible for you to set up a minimum rent or dead rent configuration? Dead rent configuration. Uh, I did not understand it, but if you could just explain it, uh, if possible, or else I will drop this question. Maybe you can connect me in LinkedIn, because it's hard for me to understand that is set up a minimum rent or dead rent configuration. Still trying to
Can we
understand.
understand like it is a minimum royalty or flat royalty like this? Instead of rent, can we put it as royalty?
Okay, I think there is a noise from Venkata. That's fine. But okay, if you can give me the exact scenario, so without exact scenario, I cannot comment. But for royalty, you can use slab wise, like quantity wise and value wise. See, if the rent is, I am assuming there will be no quantity for the rent, there will be value for rent, and using the royalty deal based on the slab, you can give the royalty. Okay, you can give a fixed amount rather than amount of a percentage of. So you can use that deal, deal line or royalty line, you can use that as a value slab. I don't know whether I have been able to answer it, but definitely I will look forward
Yes,
for
of
your
course,
question
correct,
in.
correct. Ravi. What you're saying is right. What the user is, to my understanding, I understand like this. So the royalty is flat royalty. That means even though you are selling 10 items or 100 items, you give me the minimum this amount of the royalty. And
Yeah, correct.
at least the minimum I need this. And over and above, if anything is there, you give me on the percentage basis. Like this, there are some business combinations.
Yeah.
That's what the user is asking like this.
That is possible. That is possible in royalty. Yeah, you can use it.
And moreover, Ramit, see the royalties are possible in a different currency. Say, for example, you are selling it on the rupee. You are selling a Samsung phone on the rupee, but you may have to pay the royalty on the dollars. So we may have to make a provision based on that dollars. Then we have to get an invoice. Then we have to account it, discharge the liability later on with a TDS provision like this. So there is a possibility of
Okay.
different currency, right?
If you are generating, not automatically posting the rebate, you can have a chance to change the currency at the time of posting the general journal, right? So I think you can utilize that workaround, but system will still generate the royalty or rebate based on the currency you have selected, the rebate currency you have selected. But you can use a workaround to change the currency while you are posting it. Okay, you can try it. I have just came up with my experience, but you can still try. Okay, no more questions. I mean, is there any questions, or we can wrap up?
We can wrap up as of now, Rami. I'm
Yeah,
sure
I
that
think we
I'm
can proceed.
expecting you one more advanced module on this, one more advanced session on this. It is right that this time you are giving the basic input on how to, you are introducing this model, but however it is, we are requesting you to do a one more advanced session on this.
Sure, sure. See, this session was intended for the audience who has not explored this session, because rebate management, if you ask a finance consultant, I mean, coming from my experience, if you ask a finance consultant, very few finance consultant knows what is rebate management module itself, right? So that was my intention, and that was our intention as a group, and I mean, to make it and understand for them who does not understand this royalty and rebate. So that was the intention behind this session. Definitely, I have some plan to make some blogs or video in YouTube for this rebate management. Okay.
Thank you, Rami.
Thank you so much, Ramit. Thanks for the session. Guys, whoever has attended, we will also post this session in the YouTube channel for us. And you can follow us and you can take it from there. And if you have any more questions, you can directly approach Ramit. You have the LinkedIn profile, or anyways, he has already given the introduction where you can reach him as well. So hope to see you all in the next session. Thank you so much. Thanks for your time, guys. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you, everyone. Have a nice weekend. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.